Hi, this is a quick video explaining how to prepare for a world in which we no longer have MacBooks. For those of you who have been pages heavy users, this is what you're going to need to do, and hopefully this helps. So essentially for Pages documents, for Pages users, there are two different levels of documents. I'm going to go with two, simple and complex. And I'd like to thank Elizabeth Moon for giving me these two documents that I can use for this demo video. So the first one is a simple text document. These documents like this, where you can see it's just text and there is some spatial formatting, but other than that, it's really general text information, work really well for conversion. And so when you have a document and you want to convert it, what you need to do is go up here, you open the document, and you're going to go to File, and you're going to go to Export To. And you can export to a Word document, and then you're going to click, make sure Word is selected up here, you're going to click Next, and then you'll have the opportunity to save it. I'm going to save it to my desktop because that will make my life easier. So click the drop down, I'm going to select desktop, and now I'm going to export. So now that document has been exported and is on my desktop. So I can minimize all of these guys, and I can find the document that I have exported. It's right over here, and here it is right up here. And so now I'm going to actually be able to drag and drop, and you can see here I've made in my drive, I've made a new folder which I've called French Test Conversions, and so I'm going to open that folder up that I've made in my Google Drive, and I can just drag and drop these files in here. But wait, before we do that, I want to make sure that we convert. So here's how you do that. You're going to click the gear right here, which is for settings, and you're going to select settings. And then right here at the very top, you can see it says convert uploads. You want to make sure that you do that so that you convert the file that you saved as a Word document into a Google Doc. So now we click done, and now I can click my document up here and I can drag it down into my folder, and that is going to upload and convert that document into a Google Doc. And if I open this, you can now see that this document has essentially all of the same text and spatial alignment that the original document had, and so this document is essentially ready for use in Google Drive. You should make it a habit to double check everything that you convert to make sure that it converted well. I had experience playing around with this document beforehand to make sure that it would, so I knew that this one would. So that's how you can take care of a simple document. But for those of you, and I know that the foreign language teachers especially have been historically really good users of Pages with really rich documents, they have a lot of complex documents, and the complex documents don't always convert really well. So here's an example of what I would call a complex document. And so as you can see, it has pictures, it has a lot of text boxes and graphics with text boxes inserted over them, a lot of spatial alignment stuff, including some images that have been in place, inserted, and so this is what I would consider to be a fairly complex and also very long document. So for this one, when you try to export this, it's not going to export as a Word document well. Unfortunately, when Pages converts into a Word document, it loses a lot of that spatial alignment. Now, if you have Word documents already, those will upload just fine to Google, no matter how complex they are. But unfortunately, Pages doesn't really like to play well with anybody else, so it doesn't. So instead, when we're confronted with a Pages document of this complexity, our best option is still to export it, but this time as a PDF. And so to export it as a PDF, again, you just click the Export To. You click PDF up here, and then you click Next. Again, I'm going to export it to my desktop. I like to use my desktop for things like this so that I can find it easily, and so that I can click and drag from my desktop into Google Drive. So again, I want to store these, even though they're PDF, in my Google Drive. So here is the document that I just made, and I can click and drag this, and that will insert the PDF into my Google Drive, and there it is. And so now that I have a PDF copy, I have it here, and it is preserved. And that is the best way if you have a document that you don't need to edit and won't need to edit in the future, and you want to just keep it so that you have it. That's the best way to take care of that. So if you have a document that is complex and you'll need to be able to edit it in the future, I would recommend that you set up an appointment with your tech integrator, either myself, Jonathan Payne, Gwyneth McGuire, or any of the other techs at any of the other buildings, and we can give you a hand on how to convert things and work with some of the text in order to keep that functionality. We might have some other options down the road. So I hope this has been helpful. I thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.